Hey, it's the Bad and Boujee Bros Sports Podcast. Jimmy Jam, Ricochet Riley.
Hello.
What's going on? What's going on?
Man,
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Yeah, episode 5 is what's going on. Can you believe this?
Hey, I believe it.
Season 2?
Hey, man.
You know, I remember back in the day when we got this going, we ran into a little hump, that we weren't going to make it past episode 4 because somebody had left.
Hey,
guess what?
No, hey, I got an answer to that. They don't know who they messing with.
Man, you know what? We going so good, we changed it from cornhole to sports.
And that's
Somebody
the
likes us, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But see, I couldn't let the cornhole go, bro.
There we go.
I couldn't let it go.
I like that.
Cornhole.
Okay, corporate cornhole. Just a
that's right.
plug
We
of
gotta
shame.
plug that, yeah.
See, this is one of the
We gotta
official
get that
spots.
going. That's
okay. Corporate cornhole at a cornholery near you.
There you go.
But here's the thing about the sponsorships and everything. They're usually paid sponsorships. Mm-hmm. Now, Ricochet Riley over there, he's sitting there with, we didn't get not one check from ACDC check. We didn't get, what is up with that, man?
Well, I can't say I'm not I'm sponsoring you actually, Doug. Because DC stands for Doug Craig.
Ah!
See what I'm doing there?
Kid's
I
smart,
ran
man.
out of shirts. I
knew
so
I
had
liked
to
that
go
guy.
smart.
But wait, now
cool.
it's, what did you say AC stand for?
A cool Doug Craig.
Ah!
You like that? You like that?
Hey, he's getting a raise.
All right.
He's getting a raise. You're going to get a raise immediately. We're on the second floor here in Southfield, Michigan.
Yep.
I want you to get on that elevator and go up to 12. That's your raise.
Thank you. I
All right.
appreciate it.
Thank you,
I'll
sir.
take that.
Well,
Jimmy Jam, who we got going?
Let's introduce our guest,
Yes,
our
what's up?
esteemed guest. I've known this gentleman for quite a long time. We became great friends. A while ago, this gentleman is a trainer, track and field extraordinaire, boxing coach, all that. This gentleman trained my youngest son, and my youngest son's a beast, man.
And now he kicks your butt.
You know, no, really. I'll just tell you. You know, and I'm going to go here because Coach Jerry Jackson knows. We call him Coach JD. Well, anyway, my son's a football player, baseball player, bowler, all that stuff, right? I got him trained his 8th grade year with Coach JD. He had him weight training, all of that. Not only that, he gave him boxing training. And when, you know, my son went to Utica Community Schools. And if you know where that is, you know, I mean, we were only a few black families out there, you know. And you know, some of these kids like to use the N-word, right?
What's that mean? For
you know,
nice guy?
Yeah. Well, the problem was, you know, they would call my son the N-word. First, they would put their hands on him.
Not the hands.
Well, no, they called him N-word, then they tried to put their hands on him. But since my son was trained by Coach JD, he knocked the shit out these fucking kids, dude. But they wouldn't say nothing to those kids, and I would go to the administration, look, get these kids to stop calling my son and blah, blah, blah. But when my son knocked their ass out, then my son got in trouble and not those fucking kids.
Wow.
Excuse my language. No, and a lot of that.
Man.
You know, try not to go there. Yeah, I got the Department of Civil Rights, Michigan State, and the federal government civil rights involved through all that, but still, Utica Community Schools, fuck you. Anyway.
Hold on. You gotta look at the camera when you say that.
Yeah.
Hold on. One time. That camera right
Utica
there.
Community Schools, fuck you. My kids don't go there no more. Anyway. Anyway. But anyway,
All right.
Coach, his training was so good, man. My son, man, this dude, confidence just skyrocketed. But anyway, we're going to get to the good stuff now. Coach JD, love you, man. Thanks for coming on the show.
Yeah, thank you, man.
All right, thanks for being here. Sorry about the bad language. That brought back good memories.
He was having flashbacks.
Yeah, I remember them days in the attic.
See? Oh, man, yeah, see, yeah. He was my counselor, too, back then.
It was twofold training.
Man, oh, my gosh. But excellent, Coach JD. I know he's got a long history of track and field.
Yes.
With youth organizations and high school organizations here in the state of Michigan. Just tell us a little bit about yourself, Coach JD.
Not much, just a dad, coach.
Just the dad, humble, Mr. Humble.
Dad coach.
Oh,
That's
Dad,
awesome.
coach,
That's awesome.
You know, go to work. You just do regular guy stuff. I got in training because originally I was going to school to be a teacher. But
Oh, okay.
I didn't know that.
yeah, my life took me into social work.
Okay.
For 4 or 5 years, and I had to get out of that because my heart too big for kids.
Gotcha.
And so
Gotcha.
coaching kind of filled that void of both of those.
Right.
So that pushed me into coaching. And plus, I ran track and field and
Okay.
cross country and played sports and everything while I was in high school.
Okay.
Okay,
You know,
cool.
And the more just the giving back of it,
There you go. I know Riley's got a couple questions for you to get you started. Then I'm gonna chime in.
Ricochet Riley.
All right, here we go.
Right.
So, how long have you been coaching track and field? That's a coach.
As a coach, I started personally coaching kids outside of a school when I 2014.
Okay.
Something like the last 19 years.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. And I got into high school coaching. And I was first a head coach at a school in Detroit called Detroit Leadership Academy.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait, that's right
that's
there on the
cool.
west side by Telegraph and
Yeah.
96 or something.
Yep,
like
right down right down the street from Fairlane.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, over in that area.
Oh,
So
no, wait.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll get the wrong location.
it's a few of them.
I get lost in my own town.
It's a few of them.
What made you want to become a coach?
I'm gonna tell you how it happened. Like a friend of mine, her son was in high school. He was running 800, and that's what I ran. in
Okay,
high school.
yeah.
And I was pretty good at it. And she and I grew up together. And she was like, I need a coach for my son. She posted it on Facebook. I'm like, I'll train him. And it just kind of took off from there.
Oh, okay, that's cool. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's just that
Starts
simple.
with one, yeah.
Yeah, starts with one. And
Yeah.
he was killing all the kids in Macomb County.
Wow.
Gotcha.
So they kind of like, well, who trained this guy? Like I'm a real humble dude, so I stay out the spotlight.
He's super humble, man. We're going to have to pull it out of this guy.
There we go.
For real. No,
You got some dirty questions?
yeah.
No, not like that.
That's for a different
Get in the dirt.
podcast.
No, but Coach, tell us. Again, give us some of the names of the organizations that you coach for, because I went to a couple of the track meets that you
Yeah,
coached. Some of
he
these
did.
kids were phenomenal. His kids were, man.
Yeah, he did. That's why I love Bruce. He's really supportive. I started off because my kids ran track with Coach Jones. He coached it everywhere, I guess,
Okay,
in Detroit.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so we ran AAU track in the summer of 2017, and I helped coach that team, and we took about, 20 kids to the Junior Olympics that year. And at that time, the kid I was coaching individually, he was on that team.
Okay.
My daughter was on that team. She actually made it to the Junior Olympics in 3 events. So
that's
she was
cool.
Great. He know my daughter Gigi.
Oh,
Yeah.
you should see his. Man, she looked like a super. Remember Kenya Moore?
Oh, heck yeah.
Oh, dude, his daughter's prettier than Kenya Moore, man. She the next
Dang.
Kenya Moore. I swear to God.
Hold on.
This young lady's beautiful, man.
Well, let me qualify it like this. For those of you who don't know who Kenya Moore is, she was Miss America 19. I don't remember what year it was.
1900 and something?
it was 90.
1990?
It was
Yeah.
90. yeah.
Okay.
90, wow.
Well, Kenya Moore, as we know her as Kenya,
Yeah.
grew up down the street from us on our block.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
she was so cool. And when she got big time, her security tried to keep me away from her.
I bet.
Okay, we were in Atlanta. Hey, she was at a hair show in Atlanta called not Hair Wars. It was darn it, I forgot. No, it was a big event for sisters only. Long story short, I rolled up. I was like, Kenya. And her security guards were like, hey, back up. I said, Kenya, it's Douglas off of Central. She stopped in her tracks, bro.
Oh, man.
And then she said, Doug. So anyway, that's my shout out to Kenya Moore.
There you go.
Most recently known on the Housewives of Atlanta. So, yeah.
I'm going to tell you now, you see his daughter, her hair is down on her butt. All hers.
Get out.
Okay? Dude, it's
Get
like
out.
gorgeous children this young man has.
And the funny thing about my daughter is he's saying she all that, but she played middle linebacker.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. She did. Yep.
Yeah,
For
she
real?
played tackle football.
She did.
Wow.
Oh, she'd tear your head off. Yeah.
She would.
That's where I met Coach JD,
Right.
Sterling Heights Redskins youth football program. And his daughter always played with the boys, man. But she is a girl.
Gorgeous.
You know what I mean? No, you know how some tomboys start? No, she's a
She's a girly girl.
yes.
girl,
I
daddy
mean,
girl.
tear your head off.
and tear your head off.
You know?
Wow.
Did she box too?
Yes.
That's
Hate to be her prom date.
Yeah, seriously, you don't want to mess with her.
It's one day when you got her prom date. It's one thing to have to face her father. And she said, "You don't have to worry about my father." He said, "Yeah, I know. He a punk anyway." She said, "You need to worry about me." Shoot.
I remember again, I met Coach JD a long time ago, man. I just watched this guy from afar because he was all chiseled and
Buffed
shit,
up,
man.
yeah.
I was scared of him. It's like, I don't want to mess. I don't want to say, this dude, he's scary. He's scary looking. He come out to be the nicest dude ever, man. You know? And like I say, love the kids, man. I mean, he took my son in and helped my son tremendously. Coach, again, tell us some of the organizations. Again, I remember, you coached at De La Salle, right?
Yeah, I
De La Salle
coached
High
at
School.
De La
How
Salle,
long did you coach there? And
I was
what,
there for 5 seasons.
5 seasons?
Yeah,
man.
5 seasons.
Man.
Yeah.
So how many kids did you put in college? Scholarships?
At least 4 or 5.
Oh, okay.
4 or 5. But a lot of my kids I coached went to different schools, so
Okay.
it's kind of spread out.
Okay.
Like my main kid that I started off with, he went to Michigan State.
I
on
remember.
scholarship.
I think
Yeah,
I
Jake.
met that kid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you met 2 of them. Remember, I had my own track team
Yes,
that year.
yeah.
And you came
What was
to
the name of that organization? Let us
The
know,
Jags.
Coach.
It
Okay.
was Jags. That was the name of my coach, my mentor. That was the name of my track team when
Okay.
I was in middle school. I'm sorry, in high school.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And so I just kind of recreated the name that my coach and my mentor that gives me like hella backing.
Gotcha.
So I just took our name and recreated it and put it on
Gotcha.
my own team. I made sure I called him and sent him pictures.
Right.
He was really proud of me. And so yeah, the Jazz. I had kids from everywhere. I had kids from Fraser, De La Salle, what's the name? Grosse Pointe North.
Okay.
And East Point. I just had kids from everywhere.
So tell me this: were some of these kids, did they play other sports, and then you enhance like for my son,
Yeah.
the other sports that they played? I wish my son would have trained in track with you, but we did some things personally. You
Right.
trained him, and that helped him tremendously. I wish you'd have ran on your track team, so it got him even more.
Most of them were multiple sports athletes.
Mm-hmm.
Either football, track, and cross country.
Okay.
I had some basketball players come through
Oh, okay.
here and there, and but for the most part, it was runners and football players.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Come on, Riley. Come on, help
Okay.
us out, man. I'm an old man. I need you to come on,
I
jump in
got
there.
you. Okay, so what's your philosophies when you're coaching young athletes?
My whole thing is you have to be a parent. It's like I don't see myself as like a coach. I'm more like
Okay.
I'm like a parent. I teach and I parent.
Got you.
You know,
Okay.
you have to build those relationships in order for the kids to connect with you.
Right. That's isn't that the opposite of what the
No,
last
man,
guy
that's
said?
what I was just thinking
I was-
too, man. It's like this
That's
guy is
actually
such a,
hilarious.
But you know what? There are different philosophies in coaching.
100%.
And guess what? You still get to the same goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The same. Everybody's different.
Exactly.
you
Yeah,
know?
everyone's got their own
You got
thing.
the fiery, and you got the Dalai Lama right here. He's just cool. Really. And teaching the kids to be great. How did you ever deal with tough kids or kids that came from, some of us, let's be honest, some kids grew up in the hood,
Right.
tough family situations or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they could afford things or not. How were you able to bring those type of children into your organization and help them?
Well, just coming from my background, those are the kids you love on more. You show them a little extra attention. If they need something, you get it for them.
Yes, sir.
And then you just go from there. They're going to be very appreciative. The parents are appreciative,
Right.
and then they're going to always have your back. They're going to listen to you.
Right.
So it's just giving them the love that they need.
That's awesome. I was gonna. Have you ever had any conflict with parents or?
Never.
Really? That's awesome. That's actually.
They knew better. Look at them.
I know, it's so good.
Yeah, I just always just develop the relationship. That's all it is. It's like if the parents don't know you, they're not going to trust you. Then that's how people get into conflict with parents. Because you don't open yourself up to them, right?
Right.
So you want to open yourself up to the entire family. Like I don't care who with them. They can bring their little 2-year-old. I'm gonna put them on the jump rope.
Exactly,
give them some little half-pound weights to lift or something. Just to connect with the family. And once you build and establish that relationship, everything just flows.
Wow.
Hey, let me ask this question, just real quick. Sure. So, have you ever found yourself? I'm gonna look in the camera. Okay. Have you ever found yourself connecting with the family in such a way that maybe the little brother or sister of the athlete that you're training or coaching becomes like a mentee? Like you reach out and kind of help them out in any areas?
Yes, I have had families come to me. And like I started training like one of the elder kids, and then like they always got their little brother or sister with them.
Sweet.
They would bring them. And it's fun because I like training little kids.
Yeah.
They hilarious. It's like, they do some of the craziest shit you ever see. It's kind of like, and all of them think they strong. So
and the thing about it is, in the schools, I'm just, Ricochet Riley, don't take this the wrong way.
Sure, go ahead, knock yourself out.
But it's like there is a severe shortage of black men representation in the schools,
Mm-hmm.
So when they run across coach, it's like, wow. And I'm not going to sit here and down fathers, okay, because statistically, black men rank above, I think, Hispanics and white men as far as being in the home and teaching, okay? So that's a proven fact. Not what you hear, but it's facts.
Right.
But in so many situations, Coach, you're the only representation of a black man for those families that are just run by mama.
Right. Yeah. And I like I said, I love on those kids even more.
Nice.
Yeah, especially when I just know it's just mama, because I know how it is just to have. I grew up in the house; it was 8 of us, right?
Oh.
And I had both parents. We all same mom, same dad.
Sound like my family.
Yeah. So I understand what it's like for kids. I don't personally know how that feels just to have one parent, but I can see the effect that it has on kids. Yeah. So if I can step in and help that kid,
And they say when
not?
a father's not there in those situations, there's a big difference.
Yeah.
Big difference.
Yeah.
And particularly with the girls.
Particularly. With
So
the girls.
you were actually the dad.
Yeah.
To a lot of, you've got a lot of children out there, man.
Yeah,
You
man, I
don't
do.
realize
I do.
You got to pay them child support too.
Not just for one. But no, I had a friend like that, and she used to bring her kids to me, and she had her daughter that wanted to come work out. Well, I was training her son first, and her daughter was always tagged along. Their dad wasn't involved, so I kind of just talked to her while she there, and eventually she started working out too.
Nice.
Once she got comfortable. So,
Right.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So right now, Coach, are you in the middle between coaching gigs, or are you about to start up again? Or
I'll probably start again next year. I had to take some time off to be a dad.
I got you.
Yeah,
There you go.
my 16-year-old Gigi, she hoops. So yeah, and
Nice.
she ran track and cross country and everything. So
Okay.
I had to be available for her.
Right.
So-
See, yeah. Being a coach myself, I get it, man. And that's what I liked about coaching. It made me part of what my kids are doing, except for my daughter, man. She hated that, and that's what I didn't understand. As far as in African American community, we're depicted of not being with our families, all that bullshit, which is bullshit. Okay. Us as fathers, we were there for our kids, whatever. But what I didn't understand about my daughter, coached her softball, all that. Bowling, all that. I was there all the time. And she hated it that I was there all the time. I couldn't understand that.
Well, G was the same way.
Really?
Yeah, she would prefer for somebody else to coach her because she I just wanted you to be my dad.
Wow.
I mean, it kind of, my daughter's, she's 21 now, and now she comes to dad and gives me a kiss, and then she's like, Dad, have some money. But that's all I tell you. But before, she just hated when I was around. I don't know if because of boys or whatever. Yeah. But it's like, I wanted to be that representative.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
The black male, the kids that see me in school, the few black kids that went to the schools, they could come to my house and feel comfortable.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because they couldn't go. I'm just being honest, man. They couldn't go to some of the houses out there and be comfortable or be welcome.
Right.
So it's like, I took these kids, hey, come to my house as long as you just act right.
Right.
Now that they 21, some of my liquor be gone. They come home from college, and visit, So anyway, but yeah, man, I just always wanted to be that dad.
Yeah.
That's with my kids, so society can't say, well, he's that guy.
Right.
That wasn't with his kids. I hate to say it, they'll still out in Utica, they'll still want to try that, though.
Right.
So, bring back some nasty feelings. I better leave that alone. Anyway.
We'll be doing another show with the lawyer. We'll have the lawyer back on the show.
Yeah. Anyway.
Shout out to Attorney Hobbs.
Yeah. Andy. Now Andy, cool. See, he knows Andy. Andy Hubbs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I coached his kids.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep, and that's a small world.
Yeah.
You know. What else, Riley?
Sure,
Smart guys.
I got
Young guy. Come on, man.
What do you think sets apart a great track coach from an average track coach?
Good question.
Thank you.
I think it's the philosophy of how you coach.
Yeah.
You know, because again, I'm not the type of person that agree with the screaming coach.
Yeah.
You know.
Exactly.
That,
yeah.
I mean, who wants to be yelled at?
Right.
Let's
Yeah.
just be honest.
Our last guest.
Oh,
You did like him.
he a different
Bob's
dude
funny,
then.
man. He's funny. That guy
he
was
was
hilarious.
funny.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And my thing is not pushing the kids too early on, you know, because with the sport we in, track and field, it's like if you push a kid too soon, once they get to the next level, they ain't gonna have nothing left.
Hey, let me. You know what I'm feeling from that answer is that I'm on this thing about black men involvement with the neighborhood and the homes and everything. To have a mild-spirited black man talk to them is probably like, wow, I'm always hearing from mom yipping in my ear about do this, that, and the other.
Right.
And then, you know, so it's great that you represent that well and have that kind of connectivity with them and make a difference in their lives.
Yeah, I try.
Exactly.
Yeah, I appreciate that. But yeah, it's just, I don't know, man. You just have to, because we always depicted as screamers.
Yeah, well,
You know.
yeah.
You can be a disciplinarian parent and dad without having to do all that yelling.
Right.
You know, somebody would have told my father that.
Right. See, my dad demeanor's like mine. You know, he real laid back, cool. He won't about beatings and all that. He come here, boy. Sit down. Let me talk to you for a minute.
Hey, you know, that's like Jimmy Jam. Your father was cool like that.
Hey, I was just thinking about that. He was real cool.
That's a cool
my
dude,
mom
man.
was a screamer. I turned out like my mom, unfortunately.
No, you
I
didn't.
would not say that.
Oh, man. Ooh, you don't know. You haven't known me long.
That's true. That's true. I haven't known you that long.
But yeah, man, you know, again, different philosophies. But I tell you, I wish my demeanor was more like yours. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I wish I could be a nice guy, mild, and get my point across. I just wasn't blessed with that one, man. That's all.
Hey, but you were blessed with fashion and good looks.
Right.
Okay.
Being nice.
Bruce ain't giving himself enough credit, man. He's a good dude, man.
I try, man. But this guy, Mr. Humble here, but again, he done so much for my son, man.
Yeah.
I don't want to get emotional, whatever, but you did so much for my son. I mean, I'm proud of my youngest, man. Went off to Florida all by himself, and he's back now or whatever. And but he always talks about, he remember all that you did for him. And he's got a work ethic because of what you did for him.
And he watched you too.
Yeah.
He had two strong black men in his life.
And you know what, dude? Yeah, we were lucky. I mean, we were lucky to have Coach JD. Really, man. He did stuff. I tried to pay him. He wouldn't take any money. I'm like, what kind of guy is this? He won't let me pay him. I mean, what the hell, man?
I take it from strangers. You know? At that point, you wasn't a stranger. Like,
Man,
Bruce a lifer, so it's kind of like,
see,
man,
he
come
calls
on
me
with it.
Bruce, man, and I love it. Everybody knows me.
It's Jimmy Jam.
All my family
Yeah,
and friends I know call me Bruce. I asked them one day to call me Bruce, and he always, and I appreciate that. That just, to me, calling me that, it just means love to me.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
love, and whatever. That brings back great memories for me to. And my wife calls me James. I can't get her to call me Bruce for nothing. Man. James. But yeah, man. Come on, right?
I got one
this
more.
guy.
I got one more, I guess. What do you? Are there different coaches for like shot put, sprints?
Yes.
Okay, so what do you?
I coach mid distance. I coach
Mid-distance.
400, 800, and up to the mile.
Okay.
I can coach sprints, but it's not my forte. And I'm not the kind of person to try to force something on kids.
Right.
It's kind of like, if I don't know it, I'm not gonna do it. You know, we're gonna find you somebody that can do that and get you to where you need to be. I'm not that guy to teach you how to run the 100. You know, I'm not gonna just say I'm this all-world coach that can do it all. I can't. I teach what I know. You know what I'm saying? Then that way I can focus all my energy into that and get what I can out you. And then
Oh, Jimmy Jam, I'm falling out over there, are you? You done knocked the microphone down. Hey, Coach, we need you to keep talking while I go fix the microphone.
We good. Question, Coach.
yeah.
Now, we talked about the different personalities in coaching.
Look at Jimmy Jam struggling with those headphones.
When you see, for example, when you see I guess a student run whatever, being demeaned by another coach, have you stepped in and and gave that kid some encouragement?
I have, but I didn't do it in front of the coach.
Right.
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah.
Right.
I would pull the kid to the side, especially because I knew a lot of kids just at other schools just from going to meets.
Right.
And I talked to all the kids. It's not like I just talked to my team. I talked to all the kids. Especially if they doing well, I congratulate them all that.
Right.
And but yeah, I have pulled kids to the side after I seen the coach kind of like berate them, and I'm kind of like, come here, you good? You need anything? If you need some water, Gatorade, whatever. Just kind of calm them down. Because track meets are long.
Yeah, they
And you don't want your kids there just all upset for the entire 10 hours that you're there.
Right.
So people have to forget that these are children. Like, you are dealing with adolescent kids. They're growing, trying to figure out themselves out. And you don't need to be like going off on them in front of the team, in front of the coaches, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so all you're doing is killing their confidence.
Tell me this. So, parents that want to live through their kids.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you find the parents' frustration is because they didn't do well and they want to push their kids so much so they can feel good about themselves? You know where I'm going with that?
Yeah, that's absolutely what it is. And I actually had a kid like that on my team the last year I was coaching. His dad wanted him to break his 400 record so bad that this kid was in his head. So bad that his times was bad. So because he pressing too hard.
Right.
I'm telling him, like, listen, all you gotta do is calm down. Like, we gonna give you the tools you need to get to where you need to be. I can fix everything on the track, but everything in your head is yours.
Right.
But if you need to talk to me, come talk to me and we'll figure it out. So after we had that conversation, after like 1 or 2 practices after that, he started bringing it down. And his time started dropping.
Okay.
So I'm like, you can't run in your head. I always tell my kids, you cannot run in your head. So just bring it out, relax. If you need to take a day off to get it together, don't come to practice tomorrow. Just stay home, relax, get yourself together, then come on back, then we keep working.
Okay, this is popped into my head. Question. As far as, you got different kids that play different sports or whatever. They may not have succeeded in one sport or whatever, or new kids starting track. So what is it for, I don't know if we asked this question in the beginning. For a new runner, say they just going to high school, they trying to fit in, whatever.
Right.
How do you train and mentally and physically, how do you train that particular kid that may be dealing with self-esteem issues or whatever? I mean, what is your philosophy and what do you do to train that kid?
All kids have self-esteem issues, number one.
Yep.
And the way you deal with that, you find something they're good at. Like, they might be good at coaching. Teach them how to coach. You give them the clock. Take the times. They able to see some stuff that's wrong that I might not be able to see.
Right.
So what did you see wrong that he didn't hit this time? What he did, this, and this. All right, go tell him.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Let's fix it. Show him what he did wrong. And then, of course, you kind of find an event that they kind of good at. Because you're going to get some kids that's not that athletic. So you try to find something that they kind of semi-good at, and then you find out what they're good at, and you just combine the two.
Gotcha.
And go from there.
You know what, Coach? There were some questions I wanted to ask, and, we're running out of time right now, so we're going to probably have to have you come back.
Oh, yeah.
I promise you, we talked about a lot of good stuff this time.
Yeah.
Next time, I want to talk about dirty stuff like, parents paying for kids to play. Not even just your sport. If you've seen, like, say, for example, where you coached in high school, you saw that kid that played baseball that shouldn't have played baseball, but since they had the parent that had all this money donating to the school, they taking a spot from a kid.
That's actually good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So have you seen that?
Absolutely.
Oh, man. Yeah. So we're going to talk about those type of things next time, if that's okay with you.
Oh, no, that's fine. I don't.
Yeah, this was a easy
chill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Introduction.
So
Introduction.
we appreciate
Man, that
you.
time went by quick.
Really fast.
So fast.
But that's why
To the meat.
he's got to come back.
Yeah, you got to come
yeah,
back,
I'll be
Coach.
back, yeah.
I mean, we had a good time. I hope you had a good time. Thank you
Oh, yeah.
for
Thank
your
you for
presence
coming.
because we need a track and field coach, man. This is like,
Yes.
Appreciate
Look at Jimmy Jam. Got a problem with his Hey. Well, anyway, that does it for episode what?
Episode 5.
5 of the Bad Boujee Bros Sports Podcast. I'm producer Doug.
Ricochet Riley.
What? Ricochet who?
Ricochet Riley.
Jimmy Jam.
And our guest,
Coach JD.
the
Coach
one and
JD.
only.
That's
Hey,
right.
y'all.
Coach, we appreciate you being on the show,
Man, I
Big time.
appreciate
Thanks
the
for
invite,
blessing
man.
us with your presence.
Oh, yeah, no problem. Anytime for the
Be blessed. Thank you.
All right, over and out.